What's up, Baba? I didn't know you was under there. I didn't know you was under there. Back in a little bit, okay? Hi. So funny. Hey, what's going on, man? It's gonna be a little shit talking this morning. You see the topic. Check this out. It's gonna be. Well, let me get my non-tobacco, non-nicotine. It just takes it out of it. My mint. Oh, craves. It curves a crave. Hey, what's up, Douglas? Better eat that damn salmon. You know what? Here, I'm gonna put some water in that. Let me put some water and stir it up. Okay, hold on. Here. Come on, let's put a little bit. I know you don't make it all dry and everything. Here. Alexander, here. I swear to God, if somebody give you catnip, I swear for goodness, you'd be the only crazy. You couldn't do catnip. Listen here. You already bona fide, and I don't know if that's my old me that you done picked up on, but boy, you know what? Bucketed ass local. Yeah, I'm talking to you, looking at me like you retarded. Here. Come here, come on. There you go. Oh, you know you're my little bro. I like you all crazy and everything. There you go, Baba. Okay? Yeah. All right. There you go. I gotta eat my banana and my apple. Yeah. Oh, look at you all smiling like, yeah. You looking at me like, yo, it's mine. All right, let's get right into it. How many people came in? I heard, well, what's going on, family? T. Hans, yeah. Snoo. I don't know what she came. She was kind of busy yesterday. And Rondo, I think it was Monday. So you know it's Monday, but excuse me. Let me see here. What? Yeah, I already got that. Yeah, I know. Okay. What in the hell? Why, this is the wrong account. Will they be bugging? No, nigga. Okay. Let's see what they did. They hit all my accounts except for 2. These people are, I love it. Awesome. That I respect. Just bear with me, brothers and sisters. Probably see it in my glasses, right? Let me take them off. It makes my eyes actually worse. Shake them up. Shake them up. Shake them up. We want to keep all the weak ones out of here anyway. So hopefully the powerful will come and speak. I like when people speak. Rondo, what's going on, family? I was like, I know it's Monday, but you know, you work in them deputy minister hours, so you good to go. I was like, what's going on? We're gonna wait a few more minutes. I mean, you got people now waiting 20 minutes before they start their lives and all kind of craziness. Good 2A to y'all too. You hear? Have my tea, my AM tea. Oh, I'm about to talk big shit. I'm hoping a whole lot of them foreigners come in, but I hope a lot of pasties from so-called the USA come on in here. They're about to get an education, a historical or history lesson in this motherfucker. Oh yeah. This is one of them ones, y'all. Oh no, we'll get back to reading and keeping it clean and everything. But that's what this motherfucker's about. Let me straighten this shit up right quick. Oh yeah. Let me turn this motherfucker around right here. You don't get to see all that. Yeah, now we got to straighten legs out because you know it's a little uneven because it just fucking is. Yeah, no professional shit. Fuck that. I got a desk and all that shit. We ain't doing that. Too gimmicky. Everybody's fucking gimmicky. Let's hold on a little longer, y'all. Bear with me. Or you can jet out. I appreciate those who wait. Okay, there we go. Oh, here they go with this foolishness. Okay. Damn, 14 calls? Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Renee, this is the young lady who stayed with me in New York. She's Antiguan and having fought with her family. Oh, wonderful young lady. She was in college. I went and picked her up, the U-Haul, helped her move. Stayed with me. She was working, you know. A wonderful, wonderful young lady. She's down in the cabs now. And it was not sexual, not like that. I'm not like that, y'all. When I tell you I've helped many people out, let's just talk about this. This is not braggart or ego or anything. I just don't have that. You know, I killed my ego without doing the drugs. I've done my share of drugs, but I never had to do that. Renee Jarvis became a teacher and a wonderful, magnificent. She loves doing cosplay. I wish I could have just like been with her and helped her to show her how to do the peppercorn and all that stuff, because I used to like do the heating gun and make the Iron Mask. You know, I made the Iron Man helmet and, you know, use glue and all that, and I gave it to a kid. You know, I didn't paint it up. I didn't do the acrylic and all. I didn't do all that. I just made the helmet. Put the little servos, because, you know, I do RC planes and cars. So I put the servos, made the mask open and close. I put the what you call lights, LED lights, and made the eyes blue. I did all of that. And I just gave the helmet away on the res. I made it like in like 2 weeks. And that's when I bought my first 3D printer. It was $180. I still have it. It's just cheap. The filaments are different now. I didn't clean the little what you call where it heats up for that. So it's just in a box. The programming and all that. I have the cards. I just didn't want to. That was not my thing. Even though I like to invent things, I might break it out and clean it up and run some hard, learn how to program, and maybe I'll print out a few things, some ideas I have. But Renee Jarvis, there's many people I've helped. I've had over 5 people live with me in New York, in the Bronx. And the area where I was at it's like called the Pyramid. We have Yonkers, Mount Vernon, and then where I was at, White Plains. All right, you know, I was on 740 East 243rd, 740 East 243rd Street, East 243rd Street, and the last stop on the 6 train, about 2 blocks away from there. And that's a pretty hairy place. I told you, I was walking my service dog and got shot at. I used to go to Yonkers. And I would hang out all the while, because, you know, I used to with oh man, what in the world is this? This is, hey y'all, this is on Instagram. Are you bugging me? I'm gonna show y'all this. This is why it's Instagram. Hold on, no, it's Facebook. This is what I'm talking about. Now this is Philami Pierce. I'm not gonna put it up, but some of these sisters get together and they think standing in front of going on trips and shaking their ass is the thing. No, Philami, that is not all right. That is ugly. Y'all need to stop. It is nothing about it that's okay. Oh, seriously, this is the people on my Facebook, y'all. And it's like, sisters, what are y'all doing? I'm gonna start admonishing. It was the next one. It kept moving. I thought I turned it off. Admonishing y'all for these behaviors that have nothing to do with life or living. But let's get into the historic relevance of what I'm talking about. Hey, Snoop, Herbo. Let's get into the historic relevance of what I'm talking about. I got my shawl in. I ain't got no cowboy hat. Look. Took me a nice little lukewarm and then cool shower. I kind of took a warm shower this morning, then turned it to cold and danced around and frolic. All right, my what you call is still there. I just haven't been putting it up. There's nothing in my hair. It's just brushed back and laid down. I get older. Your hair kind of changes, y'all. It ain't thin, but damn, it changed, y'all. Anywho, what amazes me, because I would love to see some of these pale skins come up in here. I don't use the word white, and I damn sure don't use the word black. Black actually applied to pale skins, but it boggles my mind in this world, this so-called world we live in. World does not mean enumerate round. This world, this paradigm we live in. You have all these pale skins, and the majority come from orphans, one way or another. We got some of our people too, but that's because of wars. POWs and those who were murdered in their sleep. In the other videos, I talk about all that. The dams that were built, floods that murdered people in their sleeps in the grand cities that are still underneath lakes. And it's not just one. They always think that we give one. I told you there's over 27. California is an island. You want to talk about the Red Sea? Go and look at the map, do the math, and look at the dams they have there. I've talked about that. Now, people actually went and did the research and found that out. You have these Pelicans here, and they're not a majority. And they run around this little world. And they have been conditioned to be as dumb, if they knew to be as dumb as possible, if they knew the truth. And I ain't talking about the little fake, goofy secret societies. I don't even like saying that word because they're not secret societies. They live with a secret of lies, and they are dumb son of bitches who have been desensitized because they've been allowed to partake in stuff, are grafted in by these same bastards, these Ashkenazis. Now I'm saying that because I can. You know what it's like to have Ashkenazi uncles who fucking enlighten you, who tell you because they're disgusted in their own people, to visit these places and know that they're a lie when they say Israel is in Palestine. No, it is not. Israel was never a damn place. It was a fucking people. And if these dumb-ass pale-skins and people in Europe and India, Hindu, actually knew the truth, they'd back the fuck off. But because they're listening to the things that they shouldn't, they're too stupid to incur a rationale to do different. That's like when I look at these Arabs with the women running with their clothes up and this, that, and their faces all covered and edicts and all this religion nonsense. If they knew the truth of the origin of who they were, they know their purpose. But they're attached to do the most benign shit. Okay? How many of y'all ever seen these crystals? Let me see if I can pull them up. I'm gonna see if I didn't save them. I'm gonna see if I can pull them up right in front of you. I'm gonna let it load up and I'm gonna keep talking. All right? I want to know if y'all ever seen these crystals. I'm gonna pull up, and then we're gonna go into a story about it. When I made the statement, nobody ever said this. Now, since I said it, 3 people all of a sudden mentioned it. So that means they came here, they didn't subscribe, they didn't like on it, but they came for content, and 2 was a pale skin, 1 is some goofy ass fake wannabe Indian nigga. All right, I don't even know. I think the nigga from somewhere over in the Congo. I don't know what. Anyways, one of them. If he was from here, he forego that because he's part of the economy of foolishness. A lot of our people make up Africa. They're too damn dumb to realize it. Thank goodness we know some who know better, who always knew their history, knew that they came from here. There are people who've been over there 6, 7, 8 generations that knew they were originally from here. I'm telling you, I got friends on Facebook, about 4 of them, who know they from here. And some of them have their family from the Caribbeans. That's why they came, they followed me, and I followed them back, and we chatted. We've had conversations on what you call it, Messenger. It's a wonderful thing. But you Peliskins run around, and if you actually knew your purpose and knew the truth of who we were, everything that is going on with these scientists and these Ashkenazis, these people selected to do the poisoning, not of just us, but you as well, you dumbasses, you would change and manifest different. Now, I know some of y'all at work, and you're gonna have to jump in and out, and I hope you come in the cave because I need the visual. I'm gonna. Here we go. Let's go pull it up. Wait till y'all see this. It better pull it up. Hopefully they don't hide it from me. I should have probably around Earth. I'm typing with one middle finger, okay? I want to see if I want y'all to see these, and then I want to know if you have any idea or clue as to what these are. Now, we've been made to believe a lot of things are gems and minerals and this, that, and the other. wow, they are really, really hiding them. I have to scroll down. It used to be right at the top, all over the place. Oh, hold on. Okay. Now, what they do is they call these stones alien. What I'm going to tell you is there's nothing alien about them because they claim, and I'm going to tell you, you can do the research yourself, and you're probably going to come across a whole lot of stuff because everybody is saying this and saying that. Now, I got to pull up one more thing. I'm doing this right here in front of y'all, okay? Now, I'm going to pull these out and I'm going to show you these. All right? I love this. Okay. All right, let me see if it downloaded. If it went to, yeah, let me see. Yeah, okay, we got it in the file. All right. These right here are considered radioactive gems. Let me make sure. All right, let me open with. These right here are radioactive gems all over the Mojave Sahara, found in many on islands, Europe, all over. These are found radioactive gems, just like the ones from Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But the only problem is these are supposedly thousands and hundreds of thousands and million years old, different time periods of radioactive gems and stones. I got to change the time on my window closing. Okay, now let me pull these up. All right. Now these are called, these literally come from the sky. All right, I'm going to show you. These are literally stones that fall from the sky. They are also radioactive. Now, why am I saying this? And there's trillions of them all over. You can walk and pick them up in certain places. They used to pick them up over here. And people get radiation poisoned. The Navajos, when they first came here in the 50s, because they came here in the 40s. Took over the Hopi land and a couple other tribes. And that's from nuclear. See, when I stated to y'all that nuclear weapons, in our body, we carry heavy water. Just like the heavy water that protects and plutonium, uranium, whatever cores for nuclear ships, this, that, and other, that keeps it kind of protected with lead, steel and lead. You know what I'm saying? Aluminium, steel, and lead. And those cones, the catacombs they put them into the vessels that create the power and steam fusion that, drive the engines, the turbines. They came here because nobody had no nuclear weapon. They were digging and looking at old tech and old machinery in the oceans, pulling up all the things. When I tell you that computers and machines are not new, they're not. We know about the Antikythera, or whatever that machine is called. They always show one. There was plenty of machinery found because people have been finding these things and seeing them in museums, and they've been showing the pictures that have not been in the education system. That's why Rockefeller and the OSS created it, because they wanted to keep people dumb. They didn't want you to elevate. And at that time, people weren't as sick and perverted by the food and the water. Yeah, I told you about California. They're processing water from the poop water and pee water. And all that quadrillions of tons of fresh water in the oceans and everywhere under the rock. They want to poison the lakes around you because you're benign and not smart enough. And they want to feed you your own. You want to talk about Soylent Green is not just a food. It's a liquid. It's everything. And it's these Ashkenazi bastards, because there's a lot of them, their own people, who they need to believe in their made-up history, going back to the 6th century, all the way up to now. And they want them to believe, while these perverted motherfuckers who aren't religious or nothing, do the things behind the doors with goofy niggas who are bought into the lie, because they got to see some things that I told you is within your so-called DNA, your what they call nucleic acid, whatever it's called. All right? The information is within you. But they want you to be cut from it, not cut up of it, but cut from it. That means just be separated from it. When we think cut from it means a stone cut, that means you're from this stone. No, your memory and everything has been cut away. See, the language we use is so perverted, but people still want to sit there and believe in everything they've been given. Want to run around like they're in a great world. And the meth is killing their relatives and everybody else. People are doing coke that's not the same. People are doing drugs and dope. Any and everybody. Some people get cleaned up, and they think it's because they're a stronger person. Actually, it's not the case. It depends on topography, where you live at, the situation, and everything that's going around. It depends on the food in the stores. Look at all them damn, you go into the suburbs and the ghettos, the so-called ghettos, which was the Jewish place of occupants, which they worked out of in secret. All right, and you got these dumb police running around the neighborhoods when it's the rich people that got more drugs and doing foul things all around, but they're too stupid to know better. You think they'll let this go out there so everybody can see it and think people will come in? Of course not. We're kind of like lone wolves. That's why I know it doesn't get that many visitors, because there's certain people saying, no, we can't hide, because they're scared. Why would you be scared of your own shadow? You know you create your own shadow, right? Stand in the sun and look at your shadow and move. Move around with your shadow. Wave your arm. Look at your shadow. I want you to slow yourself down. I want to see how slow you can slow yourself down and how fast you can let your shadow move. I want to know if you got the power to anticipate and change the direction of your shadow. I'm telling you, you can control your shadow. So we are dealing with this obscurity. We got a lot of people walking around, they're native, they got strong, straight hair, this kind of look, they got a little wide nose. They don't even know their origin. That's how perverse they are. They don't know a damn thing. And while history is still blatantly in front of everybody, they got these idiots running around talking about they debunking. How you going to debunk something when you don't even know your own damn history, except for the made-up history, and they think that's real because they're living the lie. I want to say live the life, but they're living the lie. Life and lie. Can't make this up. We've had all these wars, and you would think that they were that intelligent and smart to know better, to infer a difference and recognize. And the ones that do, they shut them up. The ones that come to reality, they quiet them. They silence them. Why is it so hard to know that where you live at and how you're living and what you're doing is nothing? There's nothing good about it. If these people, these individuals, these motherfuckers knew the truth, do you think they would keep on the same track they're on? Well, look at the ones who do know the truth. They're just as dumb as fucking rocks. When I was talking about Asperger syndrome and Down syndrome and autism, when I say these politicians, they're all full of it. They're mentally sick, incapable, but they have you for them. The biggest vaudeville show on earth, and everybody's just buying right into it. I had a good conversation with my brother, ninth son, the other day. He recognized, he knows all the things that I know of about certain individuals who want to live lethargic, walk in their little fake shadow of supreme ideology. When I said the ego will destroy a motherfucker, there's nothing you could pay me for except for help me buy these books. I would never tell you how to, for those who want to buy into the rules and the laws that apply, going to your changing your status and all that. it's not complicated, people. But there's certain people that feel like, oh, well, I got to be paid. I would never charge you. It's not complicated. Vital statistics. Go in there with some of your family's history and say, look, this is who I am. Now, if I got to do this to get this again, then I'll go ahead and fill these forms out. Because I'm not going to play this game with a bunch of liars. It should be that simple. But it is a little walk. A little walk in the park is not complicated. I just had to tell an individual, look, man, so-and-so wants to charge. And he said, nah, man. I said, well, then figure it out. I said, it's a little different on this side than that coast because you're dealing with a much more perverse where it all started. They always started from here as far as the lies. They used Hollywood where they took it from over there on the East Coast and brought it over here once they left Italy. And they came to this land to pervert it, these Ashkenazis. Certain groups, certain individuals. And you see the perversions. Backroom deals and all that stuff. And you would think that people would be a little wiser than that. But you still have these pale skins want to talk about Tartaria. I was going to tag that name in this. So they would come. That name alone will bring hundreds and thousands of people looking. And I sit there and say to myself, why are people so in fear to be afraid of the truth? Oh, any new subscribers I didn't check, I want to say I appreciate you. And welcome to the tribe. There's a lot of things that people see and they don't recognize. They came here. I've already put up pictures. I've already discussed about the fact that we created engines and everything. We actually taught these motherfuckers. And what they do every time we teach them, they weaponize shit. Do you think they were smart enough to do what they've done? They have been led by something you and I once destroyed the earth to protect it from. Our ancestors destroyed this motherfucker a number of times. And yet here we sit. But now we're not under the ground. We're not in our caves and stuff. They done come and change that because our people running around like a bunch of fucking idiots. You hear me? They're running around like a bunch of damn idiots. Running around so damn dumb. I cannot even come up with how dumb. I can't even come up with anything in relationship to how dumb the people are. I can't do it. Every time I see people I see all these people commenting on Busta Rhymes page and all these followers of Jay-Z and Snoop and all these other idiots. The fact that Kanye West, literally, I looked at 3 of the videos, him walking as short as his girlfriend, and now he's 6'1". When did that happen? The nigga's 5'8". Nobody's even talking about it. This is how delusional our people have become. They have grafted themselves in with the world of lies. It's unrecognizable. Then they talk about the AT. I don't even recognize none of them motherfuckers. I don't care about costumes and guns and badges and all that dumb shit. And I look at how they're listening to this fucking party. That means they've been grafted in. They've been hand selected to be the dumbass motherfuckers they are. Does it mean they know the truth? No, not all of them do. They just don't care. When you have people who've had somebody murdered by some dumb nigga or some pale skin or some Spaniard, all right, and them people are pissed off. They will swear an oath to do whatever they is, no matter what the job is given. I did the same thing at one time. The problem is, now Ashkenazi, these motherfuckers, wherever they really are, they know what they're doing. And if the people only had a fucking real clue, they'd fucking turn around and realize they're fighting the wrong fight. There's nothing wrong if you're desensitized and you want to be a morbid monster. But do you know who you're really fighting? Who created the status quo? This is what I'm talking about. People have a hard time dealing with this reality. People go, well, look, you look like you're Indian and you got all that. What the fuck what does an Indian look like? When I told people that the people in Australia and our people here actually look the same, and the Caribbeans and everything else, you're crazy. But now they're starting to find the pictures and they realize, oh, they damn near all did look like, yeah, they didn't look like little monkeys, like they've been betrayed. They were brighter and wiser than beyond your comprehension. This fake world has made people believe that plastic surgery and the beautification of looking like some other individual is the status quo for beauty. When we were beautiful as we were, magnificently so. In our divinity and creation to be protected from the cold weather and the sun. That's right. That dark ass skin, them pores and everything else don't just protect you from the sun. It protects you from the fucking cold too. They actually had people because of I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. Hot. I'm Mr. 101. Mr. Hot in the sun. And then I'm Mr. Freeze Miser. I'm Mr. Zero Below. You see what I'm saying? And he would be a pale skin with icicles, and the other one had to be red hot, a little funky looking monkey looking thing. No. That dark skin protects you from the cold weather, chapping and all that as well. So they grafted the lie in. And you can't even infer it. So mentally, you believe, oh, the cold is for pale skins. How so? When you want to, listen to me, when you want to walk in that white snow, what do? You cut out these little slithers to protect your eyes because the skin chaps up. And if you can't see the chaffing and the cracking turning black, but if you melanated and your skin has been dealing with the cold, inferring the cold and the heat, you are protected from both. We migrated all over. Prove me wrong. This is what I'm talking about. They have made you believe in so many damn lies. I'm sitting there saying to myself, how? And now everybody's dying of fucking heart attacks. Why don't y'all read the net or whatever it's called, and how people were attacked? The Anunnaki to bring down the Quilla people was they created problems with their lungs and their hearts. The cancer is nothing. You got these chemicals that mess with your endocrine and your hormones and break them up, your DNA. You know, these and the plastics and everything else, the PBA and the PBS. You know, you always hear PB free. What about PBS free? Huh? That's the other chemical than PBA. But they're not going to tell you that. All right? FD yellow, FD red, FD blue, FD green, all this shit in the food, all the stuff in the clothes. If you don't wash them 2 or 3 times before you wear them, made over in seas when a lot of people used to make shit natural. All the dyes were made from natural organisms, seashells, this, that, and abalone, this, that, down, fired, burnt up, juniperberry, and this, that, and added, and the things last forever. They're still up on walls on certain clothes of old. But here they are using chemicals because of these sick fucking scientists. Look at the word scientist. Is that another ist or ism? Or ish, as, like, something to, pertaining? Huh? I don't care about how you feel about what I'm saying. Why don't you do the research? Because there's many pale skins and people out there alike finding this out and speaking on it. But because nobody's listening or searching for certain things, they don't see these people. Look at the Italians. We're talking about novelists who said, oh, America, that was a Negro continent. Why people got a problem with that? Well, because they're liars. You know how it is when you tell one lie, you tell many lies. When you tell many lies, you become the lie, right? So the truth of history is dead and the lie stands. So now the lie becomes the true history until they want to change it to fit their morbid, sick ass ways. Well, what do we have? We have Mr. Schwab, well, not Mr. or Schwab and all those other Soros and all those bastards. And then we have all these weird fucktards and their agenda-filled ideologies, whether they're gay or whatever it is. Their morbidism. You have a government in South America that allows the perversion and murder. It used to be where everybody just attacked each other, you know, but now they're harming the innocent. See, that's a mental disease. That's with a soul, but a soul that is so disconnected that it is a shame. That is what you call a violent circle. For what? For what? What power? What kind of power? For what purpose? What good to come out of it? To live how? You can't make this up. There is no answer for it. And our people are running around broken, knowing that they are the true Hebraic people. The truth. And they say the truth will set you free. Why motherfuckers ain't free? Why people aren't free? It doesn't matter. That's phone call. It doesn't matter where. And you have all these sick individuals. And the funny thing about it, it's a minority. The majority of the people who have been misled, who have hate and anger and rage, and they don't even know why. They believe why because they've been given contextual, they've been given a reason that's based and steeped in a lie, because the truth of how it happened or how it came would amaze those who feel a certain way. But you talk about my religion, ain't none of it yours. Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, Taoism, none of it belongs to any of you. It comes from one source. And there are many quotes about that, how it's been broken up like a fictional tree, not one of life, but the opposite. And these people run around thinking they're all right. I watched these Direct D, all right? This guy, he's an auditor in Arizona. And I watched how these certain cops don't even give a fuck about the law, but they're emotionally unstable. And I watched how these fake ass sergeants and lieutenants allow these perversions to run amok and do the dumb shit they do. Why? Well, how do you think child trafficking, sex trafficking, and all that shit can happen? Isn't it every week we hear of some fucking sergeant, this, that, or retired by the good guys, the actual good feds, permissible, the good cops, the good ones. There are good ones who find these motherfuckers and they come down on them like a hammer, and the system goes, well, we got to persecute this motherfucker. And you'd be surprised at how many judges and doctors are involved in that shit. Organs, the niggas that set people up for the Mexican organ deal. It's bigger than what you can imagine. And there's Negroes too caught up who are in that shit too, y'all. You can't put it on just them. I know people want to do it because of the media. No. You'd be surprised at how many the cartels don't want nothing to do with any of us. Some of them actually know who we are. Seriously. So they have to paint this ugly picture. And the sad part about it is people become persuaded and they believe in it. You know, I just want to one day see everybody snap about this coma. I really would love to see it. I just believe the people in control of the weapons, they don't know what they're really doing. Oh, they know what they want to do and what they're going to do. But the problem is they don't know what they're doing. And they've probably been made to believe that they did it before and they didn't. Trust me on that. When I tell you that you can have recall, even total, you have to do the things to do it. Deodorant. It's got that, what is it called? Paraffin, whatever. All that stuff fucks up your endocrine and your hormones, your DNA. It breaks it all down. And then people think they're actually functioning on upper. They think that they're moving appropriately. Not one of you are. How many of you got a lymphatic cleanser to cleanse your lymphatic system? How many of y'all? I know people who literally don't use deodorant. I use lime juice because there's some things I still partake in that messes with my endocrine system. It doesn't matter who I am. It's still a body. Okay? Y'all need to know these things. If you correct your lymphatic system, you might be able to live off of eating once a day, doing yoga, meditation, and light exercises. You won't need deodorant. Your pool and your system, it'll be where you probably wipe one time and be like, damn, wasn't hardly nothing there. Everything functioned in the way it was supposed to, as it once did. And you don't have to trust me. You look into these things. Why they remove iodine from your diet. Why so-called meat is like 60% less iron. And they done this ridiculously and slowly. And as they encroached on the land with lies and the idiot puppets. My godmother's a dumbass. She was a top judge. And I was like, she's not a judge, she's a magistrate. And people would get upset. Oh, Nephew James don't know what he's talking about. Yes, I do. And here it is, I'm right. For millions? to make one part of the family okay, to be seen as somebody great? Is that how life's supposed to be? You see the sickness, and now I ain't gonna lie. There are certain people who are doing some very vile things, and they have to be put away. As sad as it is to say that, because they shouldn't be in that position, but because we've incurred these bastards and what they've done, this is what we have to deal with. Are you listening to me? I'm a real one. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. I know my family heritage, the history going way back. Not everybody was afforded that. And yet we got to deal with these lies. I have no problem talking about my Chinese cousins, my Dutch relatives, my Ashkenaz, the new identity ones, or my Spanish bloodline. I have no problem talking about any of it. There wasn't a whole bunch of them. There was just a few here and there. And I respect all walks of life, regardless of what was allowed to happen that should have never happened. People have a hard time. You don't have no native? No, I don't have no Mongolian fucking blood. No. Not at all. Not married into our family. Hell no. They weren't nowhere around on our East Coast. They were nowhere in North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, nowhere in Louisiana. There was not one Mongol until motherfucking 1960 or something like that, or 70. Migrants, working, learning. Now they run around like, oh yeah. And it's because you dumb niggas let it happen. You dumb niggas. You dumb niggas, your mammies and your pappies, and they mammies and pappies. You dumb niggas. We got orphans that married into my family. People we brought in our family to protect. Tell me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Prove me wrong. That's all I want, somebody to prove me the fuck wrong. Don't be lethargic. Don't get all true. I don't care about you. You don't mean shit. You're not doing nothing. Prove me wrong, and don't go copy and pasting a bunch of bullshit. Prove this old engine wrong. Prove me wrong. I got family members. I'm like, how did y'all get so goddamn dumb? I'm looking at them like, how did y'all get so fucking dumb? What happened? But I got the oldest male still alive in my family, Gary Lee, 80-something years old, who knows everything I know. Me and him talk, and we have a wonderful time. We talked a few days ago. We just cutting up. He's in Detroit and had a great. He was like, "Wow, you know all that, but Mama Tina did the job." Yes, she did. She made sure I knew. It's important to take the older son and daughters and make sure they know. America, hey, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? What's going on, Mama? What's that? Let's see, Herbo. I got you already. I wish everybody would speak to come in here. APJR. What's up, beloved? Well, I'm gonna get ready to shut down. We're at 50 minutes. I just wanted to say that. And you dig what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. I'm trying to see what anybody. Grand Rising, Grand Elevations. You got that right. That wolf up on there, beloved. We got Ganja and he's spreading that damn magical water around. Y'all better pay attention. You hear me? Snoo, she didn't hit us with some information and knowledge. Yep, he had fluffy hair like me. I sure did. Oh, you remember Heat Miser? Yeah. I just key lime the armpits. That's it. Lime juice is legit. You goddamn right. Prove you wrong about what? Prove what I said in this video. You came in a little late, hon. I want people to prove me wrong in what the statements and what I've been teaching. I'm the one that's been pushing since 1978 Tartaria. No fucking body else was. Nobody was on YouTube until I started talking about it. And people were asking me, what book should I get? This, that, and y'all know who I'm suggesting because there's about 5 of them doing it all now. Old world, talking about this was America superior. Nobody was saying that shit. I was over living in New York, Brooklyn. I was arguing with knucklehead niggas, they Pan-African and Pan-American bullshit. Pale skins down south, telling them, well, you weren't even here in the 1920s for to shut the fuck up. And they just walk away. I'm wearing a rebel flag. I'm in the Navy. I'm wearing a rebel flag t-shirt and shit. Rebel flag hat, had my Copenhagen. At that time, I was doing school, and I'd walk around, most time Copenhagen, chewing my tobacco, drinking my Budweiser, just enjoying the motherfucking. And I was going to the trailer park, and them girls like, hey, go, we got that old black redneck. You call me black again, I'm gonna gut you. And they look at me like this, and I'd be sitting there with a big ass Bowie knife, looking like motherfucking Davy Crockett. And I meant I would gut them. Fucking stop calling me black real quick. Not because I would just knock motherfuckers out all the time. I meant I would gut them. Now I won't kill them. I ain't advocating violence. At that time, in my 20s, I'd have gut you. I used to walk around carrying my little tomahawk hanging off the side of my motherfucking belt. Yeah, I was one of them. Walking around wearing moccasins made of deer skin. It wasn't no joke. High school, I used to walk around one of the only niggas, besides the gay people, village people, motherfuckers, walking around with moccasin boots. And then wearing, because of my uncles, walking around with the big Russian hat, you know, the big white bull, you know. I just got newspaper clippings when I was in acting. Nightmare on Elm Street came to Montclair, New Jersey. My uncle lived on Walnut, around the corner, and Miss Winston, my school teacher, one of you whooped my ass, told me stop talking, saying I'm Indian. You got to be quiet and take me in the closet and whoop my ass, paddle my ass. She lived on Elm Street, right down from the Rand parking lot. I know what I'm talking about. I was there. I was in the fucking movie. It was an extra. Y'all gonna learn. Some people like to debate and argue and all that goofy shit. I don't want nothing. I don't want no parts of them dumb niggas or niggas. Niggas or niggas. I don't want nothing to do with them goofy motherfuckers. All they doing regurgitating shit. And they got a whole lot of gusto on fighting them. They don't even know what their focus is all fucked up. They don't even know what direction. They don't know what direction they come in. So how the fuck they know they're gonna know where to go? That's why I came. I says, let me go ahead and straighten some of this shit out. Because people took material and they built these little egos up. And they carry on like they created something. They ain't create shit. The history's always been there. So I brought motherfuckers back in the fold. Now they running around like they're something. Instead of realizing that they nothing and start actually becoming something. You dig what I'm saying? Niggas living in the hoods, this, that, and other, in their own little concentration camps, in their emotions and feelings. And I can't stand none of them dumb son bitches. Come here with their little inferiority complex and them over emotional selves that can't handle a motherfucking tongue lashing and like they think they're going to change something. They ain't going to change shit. Sometimes these tongue lashings are required to reignite the truth and to change that fucked up ipso facto bullshit running around in people's heads. Because niggas become marginalized and fractured and partake in taking on these stupid levels of ideology. Yeah, I'm a mem specialist, as if that's something. Well, I'm the shredder because, and instead of realizing and recognizing and actually elevating themselves and having some form of real ascension, they continue on that deep rabbit hole of descent to be raised. And I appreciate you. But my sisters and my brothers, 2 and 1, I'll be back in here a little while so we can get to read again. Thank you for your time.